Just doing the usual thumbnail, sharing it, etc. Gotta close YouTube. Oh my god, work. I guess I'm also flipping my camera quickly because I forgot to camera flip. Okay, I'm gonna give it the thumbnail. Where's all the thumbnails I made? Did I scroll past them? Okay, there's that one. I think I might have lost them somehow. How? Maybe I didn't get to. No, I. Huh? Where are they? Maybe I put them in their own folder. Yeah, I did put them in their own folder. Doink. Doink. There we go. And then I'm just gonna share the stream. Discord. Announcements. Okay, I'll just take this off. I don't even know what to put it on. I've just realized. Oh, it's on me. Never mind. I thought I just realized. Whoops. I thought I had taken this off and left it elsewhere. I'm very happy I didn't do that. That would have been annoying. Would have had to go get it. Okie dokie. Logan Plus. Grounded. Wait, let me check. My save is the right one. I think that's it. I think that's the you finish the game icon. New game. Whoops. New game plus. Grounded plus. Speedrun mode. Permadeath. Whole game. Yeah. What are the top two options again? Aiming. Okay, no. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think maybe I'll have it that might be better. Do I have it on 60 FPS? Because whoops. I have to because I lost a challenge. Display. Performance. Jesus, I hate this game on 60 FPS. So last time, I should do that. Instead of what I was going to do, I should make my challenge. I only have one requirement I have to meet every stream until I beat the game. Every 5 deaths, I'm going to have to get a penalty. Last time it was I have to play with 60 FPS, and that's going to carry over throughout all the streams. The next penalty will be another thing, but I'm going to wait for people to join the chat before I speculate what that would be. I haven't played this game since the last time I streamed it. I still can't get over it. Like, I just turned off performance mode and put it onto... I put it on performance mode, I mean, and it still looks amazing. I cannot believe how good this game looks. It's a PS4 game. Like, I know it's remastered for the PS5, but it's a PS4 game at its core. And I cannot believe that this was running on the PS4. It barely was running on the PS4. My PS4 was gonna blow up. Yeah, I still can't believe though that as well they keep using this as the example for the PS5 is so upgraded. Like the PS5 Pro, a trailer for the PS5 Pro dropped the other day, another one, and it was again using the Last of Us PS5, Last of Us 2, I mean, to show off the PS5. I find that so crazy. Like, I know is this funny too? I know they're doing it not just because The Last of Us 2 is popular, but because it is also, it's still, despite the fact it's a PS4 game, it is still probably, out of the exclusive games, it's still the best looking game on PS5. Like, it truly is. I mean, specifically the exclusive, like, PlayStation exclusives, though, because, like, games like Alan Wake 2 and stuff definitely look better. And although I would say overall this looks better than Silent Hill 2 Remake, Silent Hill 2 Remake has the edge in some areas of some specific things. Like, the Silent Hill 2 Remake in some areas looks just real life. If there's a mods people have put on the game to remove the fog and make it daytime, like let the sun shine through, it looks like real life. It's insane. It is insane. I don't understand why they didn't bring back letting you change your bag in this one. In The Last of Us Part 1, you could change your bag, and in this, which is Part 2, they removed that feature.
It's just about to get up.
Your bag only changes if the outfit has a bag that's different.
You got everything?
Yes.
Strange that they do that. Strange that they
Heads
did
up.
that.
Not talk to the town this morning.
What?
Let me see if I got this right. You kissed Dina,
She kissed me.
which triggered Seth to call you a not so nice word.
Yep.
Then Joel decked him,
More of a push.
and then you got mad at Joel. That part confused me.
It was a strange night, man.
I really hate playing this game at 60
Sounds
FPS so much. Like, you could not believe. I'm probably the only person on Earth who hates it. I hate it so much. I don't like how this game looks at 60 FPS.
We're okay, right?
You and me? Yeah, of course. Dina and I are done.
I'm so
I know,
used to it
I
being
just-
30.
I don't want you to think.
Ellie, we're cool. Promise.
Thanks.
Hey.
Hey.
That person says hello to you? I don't remember that.
Here she comes. Hey, Jesse.
Oh, hi.
Open the door.
Want to grab some breakfast?
No. Where's Maria?
In the back.
Hang on, I want to alter the title of the stream slightly because I removed the word grounded, but I want to add that back because I like it better being there. Grounded, but okay, I added it back. What? Get off of that. Hang on a second, sorry, I'm looking at something. Um, Sup, Femlord. Hello, Frank Walker from National Toll House. I was just responding to a comment on somebody else's video who keeps coming out of the woodwork with the craziest reasoning for why Elden Ring DLC should be nominated for Game of the Year. But anyway, now that there's somebody actually in chat, I can propose this question.
Of course.
So last time, as you can probably
was gonna
see
check
from
out the creek
just
trails.
how the game
I'll need
looks,
someone else to cover it.
I died 5 times, so I had to put the game on 60
Not
FPS
really.
because I hate 60 FPS, so that's like a
Dina's done it a
debuff.
bunch.
And this
I'll have
time,
to
so
do it.
every time I stream this game, every 5 deaths means that a new debuff is added. Only
Ellie.
one for that stream, by the way.
Can I
It's
touch you for a
5
sec?
deaths each stream, not 5 deaths every
So-
death in this stream.
Look, I don't know what's going on with you
And
and Joel.
what should the next debuff be? I was
Maria.
thinking maybe I
Whatever
have to
that cares
flip
about
the
I'm
aim and
sure he
shoot
didn't mean
around,
to.
but
Fine.
I don't know. Maybe that might be like
Yeah.
a third
Yeah.
stream thing, not a second stream
Okay.
thing. That might be a bit
Okay.
extreme for second stream.
Sorry
But
to
I
cry.
don't know. I don't know. What do you think should be my
Be safe.
debuff for dying 5 times in this stream? Because so last time
Dina,
it was I have to play
Simon.
on 60 FPS. What should it be
Give me
this
a
time?
minute.
Hello, mister. Die, child! Oh! Oh! Dodge! Dodge! Dodge!
Fuck yeah. Eat that.
Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Headshot!
Oh, you like that?
Come back here. Hey, whoever keeps hitting me,
Got you, like, for
stop
real.
that.
Get back here. In your face.
Stop it! Who's doing that?
Oh, what a
Revenge shot. Okay, now where's he going? Ow!
See you. Ow. Who taught you that? Oh no, you got snow in your hair.
Maybe reverse controls? That's way worse! I was suggesting just switch my aim and shoot from L1R1 to L2R2, and I said, but maybe that's a bit too intense for the second stream and I should do something easier for the second stream, and you immediately suggest something harder.
Get off of freaking boxers. Alright, we actually have some work to do.
That will be the, if it goes on to a fourth stream, that will be the one though, because I feel like that's a natural progression from flipping my aim and shoot to just flipping my entire control scheme.
Jesse
You know?
wants us to do the creek trails.
I feel like it's a natural progression from third stream to fourth stream, but it doesn't make any sense to go the other way around, because I arguably flipping my aim and shoot is a lot easier than flipping the entire scheme.
Hey, ladies. I'll bring them in.
Thank you.
Also, completely off topic, but it's annoying. I've been playing Black Ops 6, right? And I also watched a movie called Late Night with the Devil. And back to back, I discovered Late Night with the Devil, it appears that those images that show up, right? Those images that show up in the in between broadcasts are AI generated. And then I think that the prestige emblems in Black Ops 6 are just AI generated but then tweaked up a little bit to look nice. My message didn't show up because I don't have ore or any ore. Can we just say social credit score was funnier? Not gonna lie, I haven't played BO6. To be honest, I only did because I honestly thought, do you know what, the core gameplay's fun, but it really needs to be fixed. The game needs to be fixed, but the core gameplay's fun. Is it good? Just been playing BO3 forever.
You sure you don't want to do this?
I
when the
would
sun's out?
recommend,
And it's warmer.
if you're gonna play the campaign, yes, you should get it. But if you're only in
You
it
don't
for the
wanna just tell
multiplayer, wait a little bit, because the core gameplay is fun, but there's like
What are you doing wandering
ulterior
around out here by
things that need to be fixed. Like there needs to be more maps, and the hit
You too.
rate needs to be fixed. It like feels like it literally feels like there's skill-based hit markers in the game. I headshot someone with sniper like 7 times. I need good zombies. The zombies is alright, but I think it's worse in Cold War. So far my favorite zombies goes. This isn't the order I think the best zombies. This is my favorites, personal favorite zombies. Go Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Black Ops Cold War, then Black Ops 6. Although World at War, if I slip World at War in there, I'd probably put it under BO4 above Cold War. Because it's really good, but it's bare bones, you know.
Are you breaking up with Mel?
What?
I don't think I think zombies is good, but it does not feel like the same zombies. If that makes sense. Like even Cold War zombies feels like zombies. This new zombies, because they have it on the Modern Warfare engine now, it also leads to zombies feel very disconnected. BO4 zombies actually wasn't that bad. Yeah, I really liked BO4 zombies. I wish that instead of reviving the old storyline and continuing that for Cold War, I wish they continued the Voyage of Despair storyline, because that was actually kind of interesting. And also was something new. I thought the whole point of them introducing that in BO4 was because what they were going to do is, since they were ending the original storyline in BO4, they were going to both end the old storyline and start the new one in BO4, but instead they scrapped both in BO4. So that storyline got one game, and they just went back to the old storyline immediately after scrapping it. Agreed. Yeah. Because, like, even if you didn't like those maps with those characters, you have to admit, it would be better to have that than just have this big emotional ending to the series and then going, actually, just kidding! Just kidding! We're just going to continue it, but without all the fun characters you love and know. Oh, yeah. The voice lines. Me and my mate Lincoln were playing BO6 Zombies, and I told him we purposely both picked the actual zombies characters because I wanted the voice lines, right? Because the characters are supposed to converse with each other if you're playing as an actual zombies operator, not just a random operator. But our characters just weren't talking to each other, and they had a couple funny lines here and there, but most of them kind of sucked. They were like multiplayer voice lines, not zombies voice lines, and that was the problem. It sounded like a joke your multiplayer operator would say because they're insulting another person, not sounding like your Call of Duty operator. You know, there's like no fun lines like, "Hey player, drop the chips and give me some ammo," or anything like that. It's all like just mewing on each other. Like, what happened? I think that's the problem, because now that they're adding operators instead of zombies characters and personalities like they had before, it means that it feels all the very samey. Mission: play something else rather than a single-player story game. Impossible. It is almost impossible. Come on. I can stream Black Ops 6 actually if you guys want me to. Now that I'm talking about it, I could stream like the multiplayer and zombies of Black Ops 6 if you want me to. If that will make you feel better, so I'm not playing story games all the time. Single player story games are goated though. Agreed. They're the best. Nah, you're good. No, Last of Us 2's flaws, it's fun as. Yeah. I hate when people try to say, look, even if you don't like The Last of Us 2, I hate when people try to say, like, oh, the gameplay is just exactly the same as the first game. It is not. It is not. It's definitely not. Like, I don't think I see Joel pulling these, you know? I don't see Joel pulling one of those. What I see Joel doing, the closest thing, is he curls himself up into a ball and puts his hands on his head and then just starts sprinting forwards, and that's about the extent to dodging in The Last of Us 2. Last of Us 1, you don't even dodge, you just get punched in the head and then you can jump away.
How do I get out of here?
Or if you count the push, but I don't really count the push because it's a quick time event. You can dodge without it being a quick time event in this game. Last of Us 2 improves the gameplay in almost every way. Yeah, I agree. And it's not like... I saw it as well, Mr. Winardio too. I guess, I was gonna stream next stream, Infinite Warfare, but I guess I should probably stream RDR2, because it has taken me way too long. No matter where you hit this guy, it's a one-shot, but I like hitting you in the head, so... It has been a couple months since I streamed RDR2, so next stream will be RDR2. It's taken me, it's in a couple, it's over a couple weeks, I think it's a couple weeks from now. I've been streaming RDR2 story for 2 years and still not finished it. Wait, was there anything behind? Yeah, I think there's something in here, but I could be wrong. Yes. Memories. Oh wait, I didn't even need to crawl. This whole time you never need to... Very good, mister. Hey, partner. Hate how harsh I used to be on this game. To be fair, you'll see that when a lot of games come out, that one person starts hating on it, and then it just lights a fuse that everyone starts hating on it. Like, for example, like I said the other day, Infinite Warfare. Nowadays, everyone's like, the campaign's so amazing! But when it came out, nobody even touched the campaign because they were all just saying how bad it was. And it was one of the worst selling Call of Duties of all time, despite being one of the best games in the series. Because everybody was just so petty and they were like, well, if we just don't buy the game, they're going to be forced to make the game we want. And then, because they all did that and got petty with it, instead of making the game they want, they made the game they thought you want. And it was the game everyone wanted at first, but then they just kept sticking to that. And now the games are slowly getting worse. Except I guess Black Ops 6 is slowly bringing it back, but it has so many flaws to it that you can't even really see the diamond in the rough because there's just so much rough. If that makes sense. Or like Watch Dogs, it got a graphics downgrade, which was you know, that sucks. But like, because it got one graphics downgrade, all of a sudden everyone was saying it's the worst game ever when it came out. Agreed. Yeah. Or even this, for example. This was very 50-50 when it came out. This game, very 50-50 in the Last of Us fan base, or the gaming fan base as a whole, as if it was a good or bad game. And I'd say now that it's been out for a couple years, it's still not been out long enough like those other games for everyone to just be loving it. But I'd say it shifted from 50-50 hate, or actually I'd say it's shifted from 60-40 hate to now it's flipped from 60% of people hating it to probably 60% of people liking it. Where was everyone when RDR2 was getting graphics downgrade? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. RDR2... Or even Spider-Man's puddles. How come Spider-Man's puddles is just like a funny joke? Like, haha, it got downgraded. But Watch Dogs, it's enough to say it's the worst game ever. Like, what? And RDR2, I'd say that the faces from the trailers got better, but the graphics definitely are slightly downgraded in some areas. RDR2 graphics downgraded, eh? Not really, it's not very noticeable, but you can notice it if you look hard enough. But I'd say it's not as noticeable as other downgrades, especially because, to be honest, in RDR2's defense, a lot of the stuff that was downgraded was probably because other stuff was getting upgraded. Like, if you look at Arthur's face in the trailers, it looks so weird. Have you seen how much better John looks in the early versions? Yes, that one's actually annoyed me so... That one's annoyed me for years. Because John Marston, not even just in the original game, but in the early chapters when you're playing as Arthur, John Marston looks so good. And then you change to playing as him, and he looks like crap. Because they put just his face on Arthur Morgan's body. And it's like, what the hell are you doing? You're the biggest gaming company there is, and you can't even give John Marston his own body? John Morgan. You're a good man, John Morgan. I actually don't have a problem with Epilogue John being more Jack, just... What the? Oh, this is not fair! This is not fair! Oh my goodness gracious!
Please let that be it.
Just the face is a problem. Actually, would be kind of make sense. Epilogue John being Jack and Billy. Yeah. I don't have a problem with John being jacked either. I think his face is the worst part as well. I agree. It's not the fact that he has more muscle on him. It's the fact that the muscle is Arthur's muscle. He should have started looking like how how his body shape is as normal John Marston. And then his body gets stronger or slimmer as the epilogue progresses and he does all the farm stuff, and then on top of what the player does. You know, like how Arthur does in the main game. Isn't that crazy, guys? They already had the systems in place. All they had to do was give him his own freaking model. Thought he was gonna have to restart for a sec. I did as well. Legit. Even his hair isn't the same. Yeah, you can't even get classic John Marston's hair. That might be the worst part other than the face. That's the second worst part for sure. His face needed to be good first and foremost, but he had his classic hair in the... Or not his classic hair, but similar hair to his classic hair throughout the rest of the game. So why is the epilogue different now? Different colour?
Come on.
Yeah, but I think the colour difference is probably them trying to make him look younger, to be honest, because it's still, like, black hair, is it not? It's still, like, a similar colour. I think it's just because in RDR1 he's meant to be older.
No.
You know what I actually have a problem with, though, with the epilogue, and it's my biggest issue? I don't like... Spoiler alert for RDR2, but we're not playing it right now, so that's why I'm spoiling it so willy-nilly. But in in the epilogue, I don't like that Dutch shows up because that shortens the gap of time between how long it's been since from last time we saw him to RDR1.
I don't know.
Because if it was from the end of RDR2 to RDR1, that was how long it had saw him, it would feel like ages. But RDR2's epilogue takes place multiple years after RDR2's main game, which leads to it being a lot less time since he's seen Dutch from RDR2's epilogue to RDR1.
No, I think she's a talented
So
artist.
it kind of...
I've grown to like that tattoo.
It kind of doesn't
That's so big of you.
work for me, having Dutch there. It kind of feels like they just added Dutch in for the sake of having, like, oh my god, it's Dutch. And then I get, like, he shoots Micah because they probably could have moved it back to 1905. Just, it had to be, he became a madman in 4 years, Dutch.
Hey.
Also, how crazy Dutch
You wanna see
is,
something spectacular?
right?
You're gonna find your face
In RDR1, like he's pretty bad in RDR2,
Nothing is
but then in
that
the epilogue kind of ruins that a little bit as well because
Come on,
you know in RDR2 Dutch he's starting to go on his crazy arc of everyone's betraying me. Always was, to be honest. Yeah, he's going on his crazy arc of everyone's betraying me, and he super duper hates John Marston. And then the epilogue, he's like, doesn't say a word to him, he just walks past him, he helps him out. Like, he helps out John, and then he goes back to being real weird with John again. Not to the same extent as RDR2, obviously, but he's still, like, you know, like, doesn't like John in RDR1. So it kind of is this weird gap in time, hates John, indifferent to John, hates John. And I know people are always like, oh, he helped John out because he felt bad for our fault. But I feel like, I don't like he does that because then why would he go back to trying to kill John again? It's a perfect moment, though Dutch admits he made a mistake. That's why he doesn't kill Micah when Arthur is dying. It's him dropping his ego for a second. I said this before and I said this again as well. The epilogue would work so much better for me if they had a short credit sequence between the end of the game and the epilogue and then just jump straight into the epilogue. That's what they did with the beginning of The Last of Us. They didn't jump straight from Sarah's death to playing as Joel. They had that short credit sequence and then you're playing, and that really helps the pacing of the game. You didn't feel bad about Arthur dying sad because he was wrong, he just doesn't admit it. Yeah. Also, I still find it funny that people attribute the downfall of the gang to Micah. Like, I constantly see people being like, Dutch's biggest mistake was trusting Micah Bell. But I don't think I'm surprised people still haven't caught on because they literally spell it out in the game. Dutch is just using Micah as a scapegoat for his own wrongdoing. Dutch is a much more evil character than Micah ever is and will be. Like, there's literally... Like, obviously Micah shot up a town, but Dutch just shoots random women in the back of the head and tries to blame other people for it. Like, Dutch would have downfalled without Micah there. Let me explain. Oh, he definitely would have falling out regardless. But I'd like to hear your explanation as well, because I just... Oh no, I closed the door on myself!
No sign of infected. Or non-infected, for that matter. Seeing a storm.
Because also his philosophy... Sorry, his philosophy is also a little... Dutch was a control freak and he went mad because he believed Micah was the only one who had control over, which was just Micah manipulation, but still. But also Dutch's philosophies and stuff are slightly flawed, because if you think about it, he's always like, without any feeling of control, Dutch would arguably turn worse. Yeah. Definitely.
There's a ski lodge. That's the one on Tommy and Joel.
If he felt like everybody just wasn't going to listen to him, he would lose it completely, probably. Because that's also like in RDR1, he's still
That's
he
where the
still
next
like
lookout is.
needs to keep that filial control when he's like got all the natives as his new group. But what was I gonna say?
Let's get back to the horses.
His philosophy is kind of flawed because he's always you know like I choose whom I rob. I only rob people who deserve to be robbed and blah blah blah. But then he keeps around Strauss. He keeps Strauss around, who's just going and arguably stealing money from, or not stealing money, but like just making the already poor and
Clean.
mm,
No judgment.
ill-willed even more
Control,
ill-willed.
You know, we're here to kill infected, not to look fancy.
I mean, not ill-willed, but you get what I mean. Not so well off. I agree with every word you say, Micah. It's a facade.
Come on.
Steve, what do you think about Dutch Van der Linde from Red Dead Redemption 2 and his inevitable downfall
I think we should
and
go out
spiral
like
into
Eugene.
insanity?
From a stroke?
No. From
I can't believe
old
you'd say
age.
that. That's
Like,
so
living a
offensive,
long
Steve.
life.
Jesus Christ.
You? No way. Come on.
This is
Way
why I
too
don't let you on
reckless.
camera.
Look who's talking.
Or on microphone, I should say.
You'll probably die from hypothermia from wearing canvas sneakers in the snow.
I even think Hosea living
wearing
Dutch would have
boots
still
today.
went insane. Agree, because he was starting
you're
to...
gonna die?
He was starting to
You
even
living
when
dead.
Hosea was
You're gonna
alive.
kill me?
No.
Because, like,
Maybe.
Hosea would be like, I don't
Fuck
think this
you.
is such a good idea, Dutch. And Dutch would just not listen to him.
Hey, should we check these houses out?
But still, I do believe
Seems quiet.
Hosea
We can't
being
go on,
alive,
but they still got
although
supplies.
the downfall would still be inevitable, I still think if Hosea lived, the downfall would have been slower because he was the voice of reason, and obviously Dutch still cared
The temperature dropped.
somewhat for the people around him, just not as much as probably he was letting on. Like, he probably more liked having them around for the control of a group rather than a family. Having a family.
What the fuck?
Hosea couldn't even stop Dutch from killing Bronte.
Looks like infected
Yeah.
did this.
How many do you think it would take to bring down a moose?
More than one.
Something really happened with Hosea trying to
hell
stop
are
Dutch from
they?
killing Cornwall.
Let's go find
Yeah.
him.
You gay? You're gay.
Dina, this way.
For real, Hosea would have slowed his turning insane. Same to you.
It's down.
That's one.
One more and you get a
Let's
prize.
see if we can get around to the back of the supermarket.
Good idea.
That's one. Two more and we got a surprise for you. Great. No, you. Jeez, the intro to this game is kind of long, isn't it? 28 minutes in. Almost 29.
Nice throw, by the way.
You such a peach. Shush,
Maybe
dog.
it's barricaded. How'd that runner get in here?
Yeah. It's a good question.
Because they barricaded themselves in and then turned.
What's the most
Probably.
effective way to keep them down on patrol?
I guess, maybe.
It's gotta be the one I had with Joel a year or so ago. Dina, this way. More runners. Let's keep it quiet. See how it goes.
Tina, get that one, please. Shut up. No, I wasn't whistling for you, sorry. I shouldn't have started whistling. Now my dog's like really excited. He thought I was he thought I was calling him. He was like looking at me all happy and I was just not even paying attention to him. Maybe. Jacoby, what message did you just hold for review? I didn't even see what it said. Uh-oh. Oh no. Die please! Haha, yes. I don't know what's happening anymore.
That all of them?
I only have 3 bullets.
Looks like it.
Did I ever use the medkit
Still
as...
gotta get the ones in the supermarket.
What's her face?
Let's keep circling the building.
Hunk?
There's gotta be a way in.
Damn. Damn, check it out. Check it out. That one was lame, Ellie. You're making me look bad. What? You see, you're a bad man. You're a bad man, Arthur Morgan. I'm a bad man, sister. Wait, no, he says, I've lived a bad life, sister.
Help me up there. I wanna look around.
Hey, also, can we just point out, I'm sorry, but I need to point out, because I've not seen enough people mentioning this, so many of the speeches, 2 specifically, are just almost copy-pasted from Red Dead Redemption 1 into Red Dead Redemption 2, and the 2 I'm thinking of are Dutch's You Can't Fight Gravity speech, and Arthur Morgan's I'm a Bad Man speech, because nobody's thinking of it, and I'm just gonna say it. Everyone's thinking it, I'm saying it. It's just John Marston's speech that he says to Bonnie,
See?
or what's his face.
Right.
Agreed.
Figure out how to get in there.
Down to mentioning their dead children and how they've lived a terrible life. I had Arthur Morgan's, I had a son, he passed away. But John Marston already had, I had a daughter, but she died. I'm not trying to do a John Marston impression, by the way, so that's why I just gave Random Hillbilly. But, like mentioning, I ran in a gang, we robbed trains, banks, you know. He's even like, I had a son, I had a daughter, but she died. Look at Sup, Jacoby.
Ellie? Are you clean?
Yeah.
Define clean.
Please die of old age and not because you get infected. I really don't want to have to shoot you in the face.
To be fair,
Deal.
John stole Red Harlow's whole flow. Yeah, right down to he cut his face just so he could have a scar. I mean, come on, John. Come on. Let Red Harlow have something of his own. Is there anything in here? I forget. Yeah, there is.
Anything good back there?
Actually, yeah. Nice.
What is the point of that emoji?
See any way to that roof?
I see a way to the roof.
I'm not sure.
I thought this says 0 + 0 equals for a second.
Let's go.
Piss people off, but...
I'm in.
I'm waiting to see what might piss people off. I really, really, really want to see it now. Because I have a... Do you know what I've noticed the other day, over the course of a couple days?
Alcohol.
RDR 1... True! Superior game in almost every way. RDR 2 is an amazing game, but that's just because RDR 1 is one of the greatest games. Holy crap, I'm so happy someone's finally saying it. You know, can I also say this? When you play RDR 1 and RDR 2, the horse riding in RDR 2 might be more realistic in some areas, but RDR 1's horse riding is just better because it's sometimes in RDR 2's extent for realism, they end up making stuff that's just unrealistic. In, like, for example, your horse hitting the teeniest, tiniest pebble and all of a sudden you're flying through space.
That's so sweet.
What colors you single-played Wait, what? What colors your single-played DLC? Yeah, I like RDR 2 more. I still haven't finished RDR 1 though. I don't know about you, mate, but if you're anything like me, you're gonna finish RDR 1 and you're gonna think it is better. But I will say, that's not to discredit RDR2. It is still a very amazing game.
No,
It is an amazing game.
I think we're up.
But RDR1 just, to me, is better in every way. John Marston is more fun in his game, obviously. Arthur Morgan's an incredible character. I'd say Arthur Morgan's better thought out throughout his journey and his redemption than John Marston is. But that's partially because we get to see Arthur Morgan's downfall to his redemption, where John, we just start from his redemption arc, and that's probably the only reason. But John Marston as a character, I was more invested in John's hunting of his gang than I was in Arthur trying to get John's family out of safe. But that's mainly because when it came to RDR2's story, I was also more invested in Arthur himself rather than the overarching. No, that's not true as well. I don't know where I'm sort of rambling now, just for the sake of rambling. RDR1 hits the nail on the head fast, speed, and precise, like a classic Western movie, and I love it. Yeah, I like it as well for feeling like a classic Western. I last did Seth's first mission in RDR2, bro. Wasn't 6 months. RDR1, I mean. Seth's a fun character. I think the side characters in, like, I remember, you know, everyone always talks about the, the scene in RDR2 where they're walking up to the building, you know, and he's like, "Get down here now, you inbred trash." Do you know what people don't talk about enough? The scene in RDR1 where it's all been building up to storming Fort Mercer and all the gangs standing up on. You got the sheriffs, you got the deputies, you got the potion seller, you got Irish, you got what's it called? Seth's friend, I think it was. I forget. You got all the gangs standing up on the mountain, looking down on Fort Mercer, waiting to storm in. That part was sick. I love that mission. Where's the dog? Yeah, that mission was amazing. Stop jumping up on me. Look, hang on. Let me quickly put you on here. Here's this guy. Now stop bothering me, please. Yeah, RDR2 was a lot more slow paced than RDR1, and some people don't like that. Obviously, I don't have a problem with slow paced games. Look at what I'm playing right now. But, it's just, I feel like sometimes RDR2 gets way too slow. Like, way too slow. Also, I think RDR1 has better side characters and antagonists. Agreed. The antagonists in RDR2 are, like, barely around, to be honest. And eventually, for most of the game, they're not even antagonists. They're just antagonistic protagonists until the end. July 2013. You is? Get off my stuff, dog!
Oh shit, it's fire.
Micah is the only antagonist that actually gets screen time. Feels satisfying when he dies. Yeah. But it's like, if you look at RDR2, the only antagonist I can say was actually really good is Michael. He's lying! No, Dutch, he's lying! Yeah, Micah is the only antagonist, like I say, is really good in RDR2. In RDR1, I can say all of them. I can see Bill, I can say Javier, I can say Dutch, I can say Ross. All of them were good. Headbutt Marley? No. No, Dutch, he's lying. I can't really, my throat's a little sore, sorry. I can't really do my Micah Bell. Be quiet, cowpoke. You live in the clouds. Oh no. Sorry, I just did not say my joke because I waited too long to say it, but I still started saying it. Then I cut myself off because I realized I waited too long to say it. I was gonna say Micah Bell's dragging me down here for mocking him, but also it's too late. I messed up. But in RDR2 we got Colm, we got Cornwall, we got that one Cuban dictator, forgot his name, and Bronte, who died too soon for me to care. Yeah, exactly. They're not in the game enough for you to care, really. Especially Cornwall. He shows up twice, and both the times he shows up, he's just like, "This is my name! I'm saying my name right now! And now I'm leaving, or I'm trying to leave, but I'm dead the second I come on screen." That dictator from Guam was Fusa. Oh. At least Bronte has a cool death wish. I'd say, actually, you know, I take back what I said a little bit. Bronte was also a good villain, but he just wasn't a great villain because he's not on screen enough, and he doesn't really do anything himself. No, not again! I hate the freaking the clickers are broken. I can't believe they're still broken. They've been broken since 2020. The freaking, you can be mantling something and they teleport you down to the ground. Like, they don't even have I'd be a little bit forgiving if they had an animation of them pulling you off the shelf, but they don't. They just force pull you back to the ground. Restart, yeah. Whoops, I accidentally clicked restart instead of going to the menu. Can I say this? This might be an unpopular opinion. I like the outfits in Red Dead 1 as well better than Red Dead 2. Not as a whole of, like, the customization, but I just think some of the outfits you can get, like, the completed outfits. I'm not talking about the individual pieces. I'm talking about specifically, like, there's the eye patch John Marston, there's the gambling John Marston, there's the just John Marston with his big duster coat. I prefer those over, like, except some of them, like the challenge outfits and stuff. They're pretty cool in RDR2, but I think specifically just, like, you know, when you're playing the game in RDR1, the assassin outfit is cool. Can I delete the save that I was just doing? Alright, I've got to load this save. Like, imagine if someone got killed because Bronte lied to Dutch. That would have added a bit more. Yeah. Excuse me. I almost put it only chapter by chapter. That would have sucked. Is this in the pro yet? Huh? Also, unknown! Welcome to the stream. But instead, they gave the killing of Hosea to Milton, who doesn't even show up. Milton was okay, but he has nothing on Ross from RDR1. He's really, I don't know, there's some, Ross feels so out of left field because they try to make him seem like a bad guy, but he's the one trying to stop the gang members, where Ross in RDR1, although he's trying to stop crime, he's obviously a bad guy because he's trying to stop crime for his own benefit, not for the benefit of stopping crime. Bronte lied to Dutch, and that led to the trolley incident. Yeah. Yeah, but what he's saying about that is that Milton was following them already anyway, and maybe they could have had something else happen to result in that death, rather than, you know, be a beast. Like, I don't know how many people are going to agree with me on this, but I think that this game does now, to be fair, this has the benefit of being a linear game, but I think that The Last of Us 2 does a better, like, transition from well, it's not really a prologue, but I guess it is a prologue in Last of Us 2, but let's just say better transition from the big event into a prologue than RDR2 does, because RDR2 is so abrupt. Jay, have you asked Santa for a Pro for Xmas? No, I haven't. I've asked him to actually fire whoever. No, I'm just kidding. I do not want a PS5 Pro, bro. It is so not worth it. I can't put my disc... Like, listen, the only reason I'd get a Pro is so that The Last of Us 2, like, all the games that are enhanced specifically by it would look better. But I can't play any of those, because all of those types of games I always buy on disc. The only one so far, those types of games I haven't bought on disc are Alan Wake 2, because I physically couldn't on release, and Silent Hill 2, because I couldn't wait for the game to come out. What the dog doing? I don't know. Please stop being a dog right now. Just sit down quietly, please. Sit down quietly, dog. LOL. I would have preferred playing Epilogue as Starch. That would have actually been a sick idea. He could have followed his arc of letting go of his ego and finally admitting to himself that he was wrong about Micah and getting his revenge. Stop it. I don't think the letting go of his ego part could be a part of it, to be honest, because in Red Dead 1, I feel like Red Dead 1, he still has a pretty big ego.
You go on.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to skip the cutscene. My dog's on my knee. Do you have a disc drive? I do have a disc drive. I would never buy a console without a disc drive. Yeah, he does.
I'm trusting you.
I'm trusting you. Bro. Can we do this? I want to make a deal. If I can make it to Abby's section without dying in the next 2 goes, can I turn it back to 30 FPS? Because I hate 60 FPS on this game so much. I'm not used to it. Even just Joel swinging his arms is throwing me off. Ugh, what the hell's that? They just get the drive later? Cause I would have like none of the games I would actually want to play on it if I... And also it's overpriced as hell. $1,000 to not even get the disc drive and get basically minimal to no upgrades. I think the only upgrade really is you can play on 60 FPS on the performance mode on The Last of Us... Not performance... On the quality mode of The Last of Us 2, you can play at 60 FPS. I think that's really the only upgrade. Everything else is the exact same as the normal. Like, they zoomed in on pictures for maybe... granted, it's a YouTube clip, so it might look better in real life, but they zoomed in on pictures and it looked... For most of the games they showed, didn't even look different. There are some, I give it that's... People were like, oh, it looks exact same, and I'll be like, no, I can see that more clearly. But a lot of them, I wouldn't give them that. Swap the drive
Just about to get up.
over to the Pro.
I was.
You got everything?
Yeah, I was thinking I would do that, but when I heard it didn't have a disc drive, I was thinking about doing that, but then I heard the price. The price is not worth it.
What?
I'd rather like buy a PSVR 2 headset or something.
She kissed me.
Which I'm probably not going to do because again, the price is way too much for a VR headset.
Yep.
There's a difference in graphics too. Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is it's not like when the PS4 Pro came out and you could really see a difference and you're like, oh my god, this is like improving my game in every way. It's like barely noticeable. It's so minimal. Again, I haven't had the hands-on experience, so I can't 100% be like, it's the worst thing ever. Okay. But like, I can say from what I've seen, 100% it is not worth the price tag.
Dina and I are done.
Sorry for elbowing my thing,
I want you to
my mic.
think.
Ellie, we're cool. Promise.
Thanks.
You know, that's the same dog from the dam at The Last of Us 1.
Hey, Jesse.
Oh, hi.
What are you doing, dog?
We can handle it. Want to grab some breakfast?
No. Where's Maria?
In the back.
When you go out, I want you to trade off with Tommy and Joel. Those boys have been up for
Interested to
Frosty.
see where the show goes
Where do I
with
meet them?
things, even though it's
You go
been
to the
kind of
Northwest
air so
Lookout.
far.
They're
Like The
scheduled to
Last of
arrive
Us
later
show,
today. Watch
yeah,
yourself.
it was kind of air.
There's too many sightings of infected recently.
Of course.
Approximately how many
I
zombies
was
and
gonna check out the
people
creek trails. I'll
combined
need
does
someone else
Ellie
to cover.
kill in all Last of Us
Ellie,
2? What
you know
number
the
do you
creek
think?
Not really.
If we're going
Dina's done it a
lore,
bunch.
if we're
I'll have the two of them.
there can't really be an exact number because you can like
That's
beat
what
the
I was
game trying to kill as little people as possible. Like I remember Dante Ravioli
Ellie,
in The
don't
Last of
you
Us
say.
1 beat the game killing like 15 people or something. But
Look, I don't know
I
what's
think
going on
if
with
you
you,
tried to
Joel.
kill everybody in the game,
Maria.
I think in The Last of Us
Nobody
2 she
cares
kills
about
like
you. And I'm
it's
sure
got to be
you
up to
didn't
like
mean
300
to.
people,
fine.
right? Because I feel like you kill more people in
Yeah.
this than you do in The Last of
Yeah.
Us 1. And The Last of Us 1, you kill hundreds of people and zombies
Sorry to
combined, infected, I mean.
Be safe.
Thanks.
Yo, Dina, assignments.
Just give me a minute.
So we meet again, little Timmy. No, not that.
Fuck yeah.
This guy sucks at aiming, by the way. Damn. I just want to say this to you, little Timmy. Your aim's terrible. I was standing right in your face and you still missed. Oh, where you going? Where you going?
Face.
Eat snow, you little shit. We're winning.
You're going down, boy. Become speedrunner and get through this ASAP. Okay.
How's it feel? Get her! Help me! You'll never get
Imagine the end runs in the snowball fight. I just like imagine if the snowball fight gave you a game over for losing. I've never lost it, so because I'm pretty good at this. I'm pretty good at snowball fighting, you could say, especially when my opponents are 10 years old. That's why I've never lost it before, but I've never lost a snowball fight before.
He's gonna relieve Joel and Tommy.
Oh.
There's a lot of times in games, not to brag, but there's a lot of times in games where I have to like see what happens if you fail it on YouTube because I just refuse to fail. Like I never fail it, and I refuse to let myself fail it, just to even see what happens if you fail. Unless there's like a trophy that's like fail, then I will. Although in the like deleted scenes of The Last of Us 2 that you can play through, I failed the clicker minigame immediately because I did not understand what was happening.
Thanks.
Real life is path tracing now. That's crazy. I was waiting for that update. I get what people mean, it's a lot to pay for an upgrade. But at the end of the day, it's the best way to experience console gaming. And for a while. So, yeah, I to be honest, I could understand why if you didn't already have a PS5, you would buy the Pro. But as someone who already owns a 5, I'm not buying a Pro. Unless they release a game that's like, just playing it on the Pro is like the most glorious experience ever. Like, for example, the original
You sure you don't want to do this when the sun's out? And it's
PS4
warmer?
Pro, whenever the game... If the game had PS4 Pro Enhanced written on it, it meant
don't wanna
it.
just
It was like... It was not... It wasn't night and day exactly, but it was like morning to evening
What are you doing
differences.
wandering around out here by yourself?
Been restless.
You too?
Also, what were you saying same
Like the
to? I
farthest
completely
south
forgot
we
what
go,
I said
the
3
prettier
seconds
it's
ago.
gotten.
You want to keep going? Just drive all the way to Mexico?
PS5 Pro, more
Thought
like
about it.
no.
You can see Manny's hometown?
Stop bringing up Mexico!
Yeah, I don't
I'm
see
never
that
ever
many
going to
things
Mexico!
stories,
And, you know what? Breaking Bad was very convincing on it. It was a good place to be, definitely. But, Life is Strange 2? Forget it!
Yes.
If there's a chance of running into that little piece of
Going,
crap,
I
I'm
guess.
never
I'm
going
gonna be
there.
tired for today's trip.
It's not that far.
Is Mel okay? She seemed out of it these past few days.
She'll be fine.
You stop being weird, you're freaking me out.
It's changed old
I'm not
games, they
being
look
weird.
so smart now. What does that mean? Sorry. What does old games look smart now mean?
No. You wish.
I've had my fill. Thank you.
Ouch.
We can't all be as graceful as you.
Clearly.
I'm like a swan.
What is that?
You'll
How
be fine.
dare you, Abby?
It's too high.
I'm like a swan.
Come
I'm
on.
so graceful. So you're not worried about the cartel, you're worried about Daniel. Yeah, of course. If I had to talk to that kid for 1 second, I'd ask the cartel
Stop
to
looking
shoot me.
down.
I would be like, I would run up to the cartel and I'd start calling him Mexican slurs, I'd start doing everything in my power to get this guy to kill me.
This way?
Consider it an opportunity to work on
And then I'd find out that their new form of torture is making you talk to Daniel, and I'd be like, oh God, Lord, kill me now. Because you know what, me and the cartel at the moment, we're pretty chill. We're like this. We're like two fingers crossed over. It was Daniel. He's the 9-year-old that I really hate from Life is Strange 2. He's your little brother in Life is Strange 2 that basically sucks all the fun out of the game. For the most part. The game does a pretty good job at sucking fun out itself, but he just helps suck the fun out, basically. He's from Life is Strange 2, the best Life is Strange game even. I like the game I don't like the game, I just like the game, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. You're allowed to hate a game with all your guts and still like to play it. On the other hand, without spoil, this one I'm not gonna spoil at all because it's so new. Can you kill him? You can kill one of them. I'm not going to spoil this one because it's so new, but Life is Strange Double Exposure, despite having 2 really good episodes that I did enjoy playing, the game is so bad that I would honestly say I don't like the game, I don't like playing the game, I don't like the game at all. I keep flip-flopping between if I think Life is Strange 2 or Double Exposure is worse, but I have to say Life is Strange Double Exposure takes new slot as worst Life is Strange game for me, because I at least enjoyed playing Life is Strange 2 despite how much I hate the game. Like, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Original has better graphics now, and it's 120... But I think that's because they remastered the game, to be honest. Because remember they have Modern Warfare Remastered from 2016? That game still looks good. What is it about 2016 and 2014 that just produced games that look like they'll never be matched again? BTS gotta be the worst in my opinion. I think it's definitely not the worst, but it's probably... I'd say BTS shouldn't be canon though. I don't think BTS is that bad, but I don't like that it's canon because it's fan fiction. Fan fiction should not be canon. They should have written the actual story, but after playing Double Exposure, I don't know if I would want them to actually have written the actual story for the game, and it might have been better that the fans did, because the story of Double Exposure is so bad. It's just, why does it even exist? Because Square Enix was like, oh, this indie game we bought was a massive hit, maybe we should make another one. Ooh! Not a scratch on me. That last kick was very anticlimactic, to be honest, but okay. I'm not gonna use that yet because I didn't really take any damage. Oh, there's no enemy in this house, I forgot. I just scared myself half to death because I was like, oh my god, I'm running straight into a guy. Last time I played the remastered was PS4 Pro. Now since then it's different.
This is a bad idea, Abby.
I re-downloaded it for my PS5. I want to see it. I want to see how it looks. Because I was going to play through the Modern Warfare Remastered campaign, and then I was going to play through Modern Warfare 2 because I know the story of Modern Warfare 2, but I don't think I ever finished the game personally. I played through over half of it, but I never finished it. The last mission I remember playing, this wasn't the last mission I played, it's just the one I remember the most playing. It was No Russian. I feel like it is also doesn't do the OG characters much justice. Yeah, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Like, the game actively makes fun of Victoria getting drugged
It's gotta be close.
even though the biggest plotline in the first game was how terrible it is that all these girls are getting drugged. It does not do the game justice. And that's why I think it shouldn't be canon. But I still think it's a better game than Life is Strange 2 or Double Exposure. Because Life is Strange 2 just... Life is Strange 2 doesn't have the soul. It does so many things that Life is Strange 1 just wouldn't do as well. It just isn't technically a bad thing, but the way they do it is a bad thing. The characters are just annoying. I hate so many of the characters. They have Brody, they have Lila, and I can't think of any other characters I actually enjoy. I'm sorry, hippie girl fans. I don't like her that much. Jay, why didn't they bring a Modern Warfare 2 online? I don't know. That really sucks. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered would have been amazing, and it would have been a big moneymaker as well. I never played the Life is Strange games except the first episode of 1 on mobile. Should I download it on PC? Yes. You should play... Start with Life is Strange 1. I know a lot of people say start with Before the Storm because it's the prequel, but even if I were to say even if I thought Before the Storm was the better one, I'd still say start with the first one because it makes Before the Storm more impactful. Start with Life is Strange 1, play through all that. I recommend either just playing Life is Strange 1 and Before the Storm, or playing all of them. I don't really recommend choosing. Stop it, dog. They did the campaign and said online was coming. Do you know what happened there? I honestly don't, to be honest. Okay, I'll download it as soon as I can. Yeah, I really recommend it. Game should have followed Chloe and Rachel's downfall rather than their beginning. Yeah, that actually is a better idea. See, this is why they shouldn't have made it with fanfiction. Because fanfiction's not going to have the character's best interest in mind. They're going to have their little, I want my Chloe and Rachel Amber relationship romance plotline. I want my Pricefield fanfiction turned into a video game. Yes, email them, Jay. Ask for Modern Warfare 2 online. Stop! You can sit up on my bed if you want, and that's that's as far as it's going with you, sir. If 25 we don't get Black Ops 2 remastered, I'm suing Activision. I was actually really interested in Rachel's relationship with Jefferson, Nathan, and her drug addiction. Same. I also think that as well. I don't know how many of you feel it, but Rachel in Before the Storm is not the same person that I read about in the notes in Life is Strange 1. She's really not. Agreed. Blades. Come here! Get over here! It's worse because that note Rachel is actually way more interesting. Yeah. The Rachel that you read about is a lot better than is a lot more interesting. Like, Rachel in Before the Storm isn't a terrible character. She's one of the series' better characters, but I would have 10 times preferred the Rachel I was reading about in these notes. The one that's hanging around with all the creepy people and everyone for some reason mysteriously loves, but like clearly nobody cares about her enough besides Chloe to actually look for her when she goes missing. And like people she's friends with will just talk bad about her behind her back and sometimes, or like talk good about her, or I don't know. It's like the Rachel that we see in Before the Storm, I don't understand how she moves on to hanging out with Frank. I don't even mind if they made me dislike Rachel. I would have rathered if we disliked Rachel, because she's meant to be the person who made Chloe how she is.
This way.
Like, not completely, but mainly. The way I see it, I don't like that Chloe is completely punk rock when we meet her. Like,
being with him?
With Jesse?
because
No.
because the way I see it
for so
is
long.
that the reason Chloe should be the super punk rock she is, because even Max is like, she's so different now, or whatever, is because I feel like it should have been because Rachel's influence
Hey, how come
pushed
we
her
never
more
talked
that
about this
direction.
stuff?
But I still think it should have been somewhat
know.
present,
Didn't
just
feel-
not as present as it was.
You never really talked to me about Kat.
Yeah, because there isn't much to talk about.
Like, because for example, in Life is
just
Strange
got-
1,
I
when
got
she's
the
on the
impression I
train,
didn't really
in
like
the thing, she's like,
I
she
don't care about her one
doesn't,
way
she
or the
doesn't
other.
like the word hella even. She's like, no
Okay.
offense, I hate that word. So why would
I
she,
think she's a
you know?
talented artist.
It's a lot of interesting context with
I've grown
Rachel's
to like
drug
that
addiction, lack
tattoo
of
of yours.
commitment, lying to Chloe,
big
her
of you.
relationship with creepy people.
And I think she wasn't
Yeah.
right for you.
So much lost potential,
Interesting.
all because they made it a
Shut up.
fan fiction.
Okay.
I don't really think any Life is Strange game should get a remake ever. But I think let's just say Deck 9 or Square Enix or someone was like, we're gonna be remaking one of the Life is Strange games, and we're not gonna tell you what one it is yet. I think it should be Before the Storm. I think they should remake it actually, and they should get Don't Nod
see something
to write the
spectacular?
story
You're gonna point at
for
your
their
face.
own characters, the backstory for their own characters.
Nothing is that
Hiya, dog.
spectacular.
Hey, dog.
Oh, brother.
They should get
Come on, stupid.
Don't Nod to write the backstory for their own characters and have it all fleshed out with the Rachel Amber that was written about, and then that would make the Before the Storm we have now that would make it better if it wasn't canon, because then rather than being annoyingly like, this is sort of like going against some of the things that the first game was implying, it's more like, hey, it's fun, they turned a game in fan fiction into a game.
It's pretty nice.
Agreed. Yeah. Because
This route has its perks.
if it was not canon, I would think Before the Storm was awesome. Not mainly because of the game itself, but because it's like, hey, they turned a community's fanfiction into a game. How cool is that? Rather than saying, hey, they turned the community's fanfiction into canon. Like, that is probably one of the worst ideas ever. There's some crazy fanfiction out there. Jeez Louise. Especially the whole thing about her dad being the DA.
Jesse?
You're telling me the DA's the DA's daughter goes missing and everyone's just like,
Gene.
who cares? She was a
Man, he
druggie.
was funny.
Oh yeah.
Lush dog.
Plus, he taught me about rewiring electronics and stuff. May we all be that sharp at 73.
May we all make it to 73.
So I had to say it, but other than stuff, I don't get why half the new characters introduced exist at all. I think it's because they're trying to make their... I think it's because they're trying to make their own game. And B, none of the voice actors could return. So they're trying to make up excuses for that, like, getting a new cast, and I think an easy way to walk around that is by having most of the cast be new. Which, to be honest, I think is pretty fair. If you can't get returning actors, you want to only keep the essential characters.
No sign of infected. Or non-infected, for that matter.
I would say Steph. I'd say Steph is probably the best addition that Deck 9 made, though. Because Steph's even in True Colors, I'd arguably say Steph gets even better in True
Town
Colors.
up ahead's our last stop.
Steph's a pretty good
Take a
character,
look.
in my opinion. And I don't like most of
Here's
the
the town.
DLC for True
With
Colors.
the
I
big
think it's
tower
too
thing?
much of a dating simulator. Life is Strange should
where the
not
next
be a
lookout
dating
is.
simulator. But I like the stuff with her PTSD and trauma with Arcadia Bay. I like that they did that.
Let's get back
Why
to the
does
horses.
Samantha Myers exist? Why does Rachel's... I think Samantha Myers just exists because they wanted to try to give someone to be... They're trying to give a sympathetic character for Nathan Prescott.
Question.
forgetting completely that that character was already Victoria Chase.
Clean. It's
Why
patrol,
does
you know.
Rachel's parents
Rachel infected
exist?
not to look fancy.
Well, basically, because
Still
if they
look nice.
didn't, Rachel wouldn't exist. I'm just kidding. I think Rachel having parents would be fine if it was like one parent that was obviously super messed up, and that's why there's an excuse for them not finding Rachel. Because like, I think before the storm, she should have only had either A, her dad, who's upset because her mum left for being a druggie, and wasn't the DA, or B, has only her mum who is a druggie, and that would give a pretty good excuse for why her parents aren't in the picture
I think we
in
should go
Life is
out
Strange
like
1.
Eugene.
From a stroke?
We didn't even
From old age.
look for her
Living a long
when the
life.
first game exists. Why
You?
does
No way.
Skip
Come on.
exist?
You're
Why
way
does
too
Rachel...
reckless.
I think Skip existing isn't
Look who's
that bad,
talking.
because like, I feel like they needed to have a security guard. Because I'm pretty sure in Before the Storm, David isn't
Wearing boots
a
today.
security guard. So they need somebody working there. That's why Skip
You're gonna
exists.
kill me?
No. Maybe.
Why does Rachel's actual mum exist? I don't understand why they needed the whole plot. I don't understand why they needed a whole plot of Rachel's mum not being her actual mum. That one was kind of...
Hey, should
I
we
would
check
have
these
liked
houses
if
out?
Samantha was the first character to get snatched by Nathan and Jefferson. That would have been awesome. That would have been good. That would have been good. That would have been good. That would have been an actual... You sir need to be hired right now by somebody. I'm hiring you right now. Quickly write a description. Not. You know Black Myth Wukong, the wizard junkie? I thought it was a monkey.
Fuck.
I haven't played Black
drop.
Myth Wukong. I know what the game is though.
Easy going.
To be honest with you, I can't really judge if Black Myth Wukong is a good game or not. Because a lot of the time when Souls-like games get released nowadays, I tend to just not even pay attention to them. Because so many games that do Souls-like games, they just
More than one.
are like Sekiro, or they're either Dark Souls, Sekiro, or Bloodborne.
Let's go find him.
And it's kind of annoying. It's becoming the new everything being a Ubisoft game, in my opinion.
Dina, this way.
But not to say those games are bad, but it's just sort of like,
It's down.
it's just sort of like there's too many of them.
One. Let's see if we can get around to the back of the supermarket.
And then it explained pretty easily how Rachel would run into Nathan than Jefferson. Pretty simply, if they just went with that concept. Yeah. I think Black Wukong is good because monkey being monster with powerful stick funny. I think the boss designs, or not the boss designs, the boss AI in Black Wukong from what I've seen is pretty cool. Especially for a solo-like game. Like when he swings, I saw a clip of he swings his massive staff at the guy and the boss catches it and throws him away. Just like he hits him with the Verdugo from Resident Evil 4.
By the way. Thanks.
They're saying it's running 50% faster and smoother on the Pro, and yet the game has not released the PS5 Pro patch yet. That's how much the
question.
Pro is the future.
What's the most infected you've ever taken down?
It's gotta be the one I had with Joel a year or so ago. It's like, I don't know, a dozen? Dina, this way. More runners. Let's keep it quiet. Let's see how
This is the future. Tina. Sorry, I just had a memory unlocked. What's that movie where he starts singing a song about it's someone's mum and he's like Dina Bobina I love. Is that Meet the Parents? I think it's Meet the Fockers. He's like got truth serum stabbed into him and he's like singing on stage. He's like Dina Bobina I love Dina. He needs PS Pro when you have a Pro that's already playing the PS5. Ah, man. PS5 Pro? Yeah, that's me, baby. I'm a pro at the PS5. They're releasing a new PS5 Pro? What do you mean they're replacing me? Can't believe they'd replace me after all I've done. You know, advertising their console to my very massive audience of 300 people. That only 10 of which actually keep watching.
Yeah.
Legit.
Looks like it.
We still gotta get the ones in the supermarket.
Let's keep circling the building. There's gotta be a way in.
Also, I just lied. Wait, did I lie? Do I have 350 subscribers or 250? I completely forgot. Dina, I'm gonna shoot you if you do not say lift me up right now. Not gonna lie though, I'm gonna be pissed if they somehow put GTA 6 on PS4. Bro, if GTA 6 makes its way on the PS4, I'm 353. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I have 353.
There's a hole in the roof over there.
Look, I'm probably not gonna buy next year's Call of Duty game unless it looks like, unless they're like, we're happy to announce Call of Duty Ghost 2. I'm not buying next year's Call of Duty game. But if it somehow shows up on PS4, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Right. Let's figure out how to get in there.
You know that only when it came to the PS3, three Call of Duties on the PS4 on the PS3. But when it comes to this, every single one since 2020 has been on the PS4. On PS4 Pro only. No, you can play them on normal PS4.
Ellie, are you clean?
Cold War, Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3,
Please don't
and Black Ops 6.
I really don't want to have to shoot you in the face.
All at PS4.
Cool.
I keep forgetting Vanguard even exists. Cold Snore. Cold War's not that bad. Let's be real. To be honest, Cold War is the best of the new games. It's the only one that's actually, like, enjoyable to me, really. Black Ops 6 is okay, but I wouldn't say... I think Black Ops Cold War is just one of the better games they've released in the recent... I think it's the best game they've released since Black Ops 4. And I think Black Ops 4 would have only been... It had flaws, but it was pretty good. But as I was saying, I'm losing my train of thought. Cold War is the only one out of the recent ones released that is a good game. Like, I would say is genuinely just a good game. With almost no flaws. It's got barely any flaws. It's a good game. Its biggest flaw is the zombies mode feeling too much like the multiplayer mode. And that's it.
I'm in.
GTA 6 on PS4. PS4. GTA 6 will be on PS4 Pro. Better not happen. I just want Ghost 2. I want Ghost 2, Advanced Warfare 2, and Infinite Warfare 2. They're my big three. With a slight side of Black Ops 2 Remastered. Bro, Sledgehammer gets done so dirty. All they want to make is Advanced Warfare 2, and they keep being told to make crappy games no one wants.
Hey.
Cold War is not free on PS Store. I thought, yeah, it is.
Fix yourself up.
It was a 35. It was a monthly game, and then I thought it came to the part of the game. What's it called? The game catalog. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Dina.
I see spores in there. Masks on.
Got it.
I don't know. I'm gonna patch myself up actually, just because I want to not die. Come with me if you want to not die.
Remember, I don't want to have to shoot you in the face. Oh, that's so sweet.
I don't want to die either. No, I tried it. Downloads. Okay, so it's not there anymore, is it?
Spores mean they've been here for a while. Keep your eyes peeled.
That sucks.
Infected. Yeah.
The campaign is honestly probably top 5 of the entire series.
I don't know. I think we're above it.
My favorite Call of Duty campaigns, because I've never finished Ghost, so... Well, I know the story again. sometimes I like just fall off from playing Call of Duty campaigns, and I end up just finding out the rest of the story through watching YouTube videos. Which I'm annoyed that I did do that. Vanguard I didn't do it with, because even though I don't like the game, I want to finish the story for myself. Which I haven't played the story since 2021, so I clearly haven't gotten around to it, but oh yeah, and did you watch Arcane, British man? I watched episode 1. It was absolute cinema. I'm just kidding. It was pretty cool. I was not expecting the opening to... I never use terminology like this, but it's the only thing that's going to do this show justice so far. I was not expecting the opening to go as hard as it did. It was so awesome. Just no dialogue, just sound effects and the music swelling. It was awesome. And that shot of the soldier walking out of the red smoke with the flames, and the skull mask, and the art style. It's good. And do you know what? The cliffhanger of spoiler alert for season 1, episode 1 of Arcane. The cliffhanger of, do you have a subject yet? Someone just volunteered. Actually had me so hooked that it was like 3 AM that the episode finished, and I almost started watching the next episode. Then I was like, wait a second, I actually have to sleep. I'm a human being. Modern Warfare 2 all the way, lol. Yeah, my top Call of Duty campaigns, number 1, Infinite Warfare. Number 2, Black Ops 2. Number 3, Black Ops 1. Number 4, Modern Warfare 2. And number 5... No, sorry. Number 1, Infinite Warfare. Number 2, Black Ops 2. Number 3, Modern Warfare Original Campaign. Number 4, Black Ops Cold War. Number 5, Modern Warfare 2. BO3. BO3's campaign gets too much hate in my opinion, because even though it's not... It's sort of the same reason with The Last of Us 2's hate for the story, for the most part. For the most part, I know there's some people who don't like the type of story The Last of Us 2 is telling, but for the most part, it's just people didn't understand it, right? They got too experimental with it to the point where people just didn't get it unless they were like hardcore invested into stories like I get into them. I only played World at War, and that too, the pirated one? World at War is a pretty good campaign, not gonna lie. My only problem with The Last of Us 2 is just the ending. I had a weird problem with the ending. Like, I didn't know if I liked the ending or not, but the more I think on the ending, the more I like the ending. I honestly think I really like the ending. I couldn't think of any other... Now that I've thought over the ending so much, I couldn't think of any other way for it to end and the story be as impactful. Because I know people are probably like, well, they could have killed Abby, but I don't think that has the same impact, to be honest. Unless they made it like a choice, kill Abby or not kill Abby, it wouldn't have the same impact. And I don't want choices like that in The Last of Us, because The Last of Us is at its best when it's a set story path. Like, you're just watching it unfold.
Here we go. Extra quiet.
But, yeah, Black Ops 3's story is super interesting. It should have been a choice. Well, now that I think about it, because I spent 3 seconds thinking about it within the last 2 seconds. If it was a choice, that would have been pretty cool. Especially because I've seen so many people trying not to fight Abby at the very end. So many people were trying to not attack her to the point where they just kept getting game over screens. But, so I think if there was a choice at the very end, that would have been pretty cool. Because Neil Druckmann himself said it was a game to test people's empathy.
Blind motherfuckers make my skin crawl.
To give us a place.
Let's make sure the rest of the building's cleared out. And then get
Yeah, you know what?
out of here.
I know, that's a pretty good point. Why wouldn't they give you the option at the end if it was to test the player? Because, like, that's sort of also like what Life is Strange did. Life is Strange was... Part of it was a test to see if you could get somebody to not just be like, do you like this character better or this character better, but to be like, do you like this actual like place better than a person? Like Arcadia Bay was the character, not the people within it, and that was all about making you choose. Why is there 2 Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, but there's different games. Same with Advanced Warfare. What do you mean same with Advanced Warfare? I get what you're coming from with there's two different Modern Warfare 2s that are different games. I don't know what you mean by Advanced Warfare. There's only one Advanced Warfare.
Here. Thanks. Careful with that. I'm a pro.
Have you ever played Detroit Become Human? Yes, I have. I streamed the whole game.
We're not done.
I live streamed the whole game. I had watched Jacksepticeye play it when it came out, but I think I had played the beginning of it, but live streaming it was my first time finishing it, and without spoiling it, when I put my hand down, I'm no longer spoiling my ending for Detroit Become Human. I sort of, on my second run, got a suicide run. On accident. I killed everyone. Them having two endings would have fixed so much. It would have. I feel like a lot more people as well would like the game if it ended by saying, kill Abby, don't kill Abby. But my one problem with that is it defeats the pacing. It defeats the pacing. And it would also lead to more trouble trying to end this series with because for those who don't know, Last of Us 3 has been confirmed to be, when that comes out, it will be the ending to Ellie's story. They would have a lot more of an issue trying to coherently get that across for everybody if they hadn't even just that one ending. Because so much of what will happen in Last of Us 3 is probably going to hinge on the fact that Ellie decided not to kill Abby. Like, her as a character. Maybe not Advanced Warfare. That's still why. Well, because they rebooted Modern Warfare for some silly reason. I don't get why they didn't just make a Modern Warfare 4. Well, it depends if Abby survives or not. Yeah, but that one critical moment would probably lead to needing to make two completely different stories. Or she's in the next game. I don't know if Abby will be in the next game. I hope she would, at least at some point. But, oh, do you know what? Maybe even not. Maybe not put her in the game. Just have us know that they got to Santa Barbara. Damn it! She's not in the next game. I don't see her bringing problems because her death is what shapes the ending of 2. And if there's two different starting points, that leads to two different stories. Ah! Look, in a perfect world where game developers can spit out two different versions of the exact same game on the same disc and everything's fine, I think that The Last of Us 2 should have had two different endings. But we don't live in that world, unfortunately, and that's also why a lot of games that have this massive scope often feel too ambitious, like Detroit Become Human did, for example. Or maybe if Ellie killed her, she knows deep regret over it still. Okay, I'll be back. Hector. My first run, Conor McGregor got discontinued because he couldn't get any clues. Clara and the child robot lived, but Lucas died. And Marcus almost died, but he sang with North and people emphasized. and let them live. Oof, I was gone for a moment. On my first run, I think on my first run, the only survivor for Clara's side was Connor never died and Connor became a good guy or whatever. Hack to spitting it out. What?
Nope.
You know what? I'm impressed with us.
Yes, Connor never died, he became a good guy, Marcus won, and from singing as well, I think. I don't remember what I did. Clara was the only survivor.
What we're gonna do. You're just gonna hurl me up through that hole in the
Huck,
roof.
Okay.
how he means. Almost got a good ending, except Tank died. Why how would you let the guy die? Oh my god.
Cable here.
I don't think I could ever forgive you for that. You killed Mr. Krabs.
There we go. Yeah. That should hold us.
I'm blowing you up with my mind right now. I hope you know that's what's happening here. I'm blowing... That's what you get for killing Mr. Krabs. Damn. British meme. A thank lot. My sister thought Hank was hot. Me too? Question mark? What? No. Blowing up the guy who killed Mr. Krabs.
Get over.
Get over here.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, oh, me safe, let's go.
Okay, that's good. Here I go.
I was just taking the time. I should have done this, actually. This guy in this comment section does not like me. Hang on a second, let me just read out you guys want me to read out some guy really hating me in the comment section? I'm gonna inevitably die, so let's just take a quick break. I said in this comment section, Silent Hill 2 remake should have been nominated, obviously. Yes? Okay. So this is about Elden Ring getting nominated for Game of the Year in the Ackman's latest video. Silent Hill 2 remake should have been nominated. Obviously rebuilds like The Last of Us Part 1 should never be nominated, but remakes like Silent Hill 2 are completely new games, with exceptions of plot. And I think Silent Hill 2 is the best game of the year. That was me. And then this one guy responds, bro, it's... Wait, sorry. This is his latest response. Let me go... it did not get nominated simply because it's not an original game of the team. It's Konami game. Why would someone else... You changed your name? No, I didn't. It did not get nominated simply because it's not an original game of the team. It's Konami's game. I seen this. I'm good. Oh my god. I just realized what you were saying. Not original game of the team, it's Konami's game. Why would someone else get Game of the Year for someone else's product? And I said, that is not why it was not nominated. The game was made by Bloober regardless of if they own the name. Whoa, I got an idea. We should remaster RDR2 every year so we can win Game of the Year every year. Well, what if they remaster God of War every year and they keep stealing it? You didn't think of it enough. If they own the name. They did all the work, why would... They did all the work regardless of if they own the name. Why would Konami get much of the credit for someone else's work? If this was how things worked, then Spider-Man 2 wouldn't have been nominated last year because they didn't create Spider-Man, Stan Lee did. RDR2 only didn't get it because it was made too late. Yeah, definitely, I agree. Okay, but yeah. And then they respond, source material is not their own, that's why it should have not been nominated. Bloober is being overpraised. Add some modern texture, audio, and some motion capture to an already done artwork, and you're worthy of being awarded for Game of the Year. And I don't even want to talk about some superhero who wears pantyhose. Why would you even bring that cringe up, bro? You kid or what? And I said, besides the story, everything else has been updated and improved, and I guarantee you don't complain about half the movies you've seen for getting praised just because they're based off books and stuff. I want Mac Calendar in RDR3. Books and stuff. Are you sure you're not the kid? Because your logic is something a 3-year-old would come up with. And then they say, basing on books or movies is okay, since it'll still be original, since no one made game about that book or movie, and even if someone did, it wouldn't be overlapping. Remaking an already made video game and getting awarded Game of the Year for it is insane, dude. Maybe some awards like Best Sound Design, because it really is a redesign. I don't understand how this guy doesn't realize everything else is a redesign as well, but I digress. It's something really original and new. But getting Game of the Year for a remake is insane. Added that it's not even their own IP. How can you even think like that? DLC nominating for Game of the Year is quite understandable, since companies started taking their DLC serious as full game, and also DLCs are getting more bigger. And then this one's quite a mouthful. Sorry, let me quickly read chat for a second, because this one's a mouthful. So we got you talking to me? Okay. Wait, what do you want RDR3 to be about? The info about him makes him sound badass. I'm good. What was your prior name? Oh my god. Okay, the one who got killed by Milton? Allegedly, we never saw a dead body. I always was, nah, I'm good, and then eternally will be. Then what could have happened to him? Somehow he survived. That's okay. I guess nobody's listening to me. I'm still going to finish what I'm reading. I said, it doesn't matter if the DLC is big, because it's not a new game and therefore should not be nominated. A remake like this is actually a new game and is completely redesigned apart from the plot. Everything is new and updated down to the textures. Playing one is not the same as playing the other. Also, the company behind it, the original, still paid to have this made. It's not like Bloober just decided to make Silent Hill 2 and hope no one noticed it was them. So this whole thing about them not making the original is null and void. And even if I agreed that remakes shouldn't be nominated, I'd still rather a remake win than a DLC that you need to put 80 hours into the pre-existing game to even play. By definition, it's not a game. Elden Ring is the game, and Shadows of the Erdtree is an addition to said game. Also, it is the same thing as a book becoming a game, because much like the remake, the experience is a different, but the core story is the same. And let me go back to reading the next comments. I'll read the chats from you guys in between reading. Okay, my bad. I thought you were someone else. Comes here. Possibly maybe fled out somewhere else where maybe the map is extended. RDR3. Yeah, do you know what? I honestly think RDR3's map should just be RDR1 and 2's complete map combined with some additional areas. You know? Because RDR2 cut out some RDR1 areas, but I think just both of them with even more would be good. And North Elizabeth actually just does exist in RDR2 as a stated in dialogue. Okay. This guy says, yep, but it's inaccessible, and even mods, we can't find anything there. That'd be cool to see more snowy areas. Okay. He says, alright, fair enough, but still DLCs. Oh my god. Hang on, where's a drink? He says, alright, fair enough, but DLC is still original artwork, whereas remake is just given material where the studio can work without thinking and struggling much, whilst working on non-remake original game is way more difficult. Even adapt games need more rewriting and direction of the plot. No way you can faithfully adapt any book or movie without changing nothing. I mean, that could be the reason why Witcher game is about post-book events, but I don't know. It would be fair, but if you could say the same about RDR 2, like, why isn't Saint Denis in RDR 1? Well, they sort of explained that away a little bit in RDR 2, like, John is like, I never want to go to Saint Denis again. Bloober did an amazing job, but it's not that groundbreaking, to be honest. What did they do, really? They just simply modernized the game, and that's it. You can praise them a lot, since maybe you're also from Europe. Don't get any ideas. I regret reading that out loud now. I'm not from Europe. I'm not from this particular place in Europe, or previously was Europe. Do not. But objectively speaking, it's not that amazing, bro. Also, a DLC is way shorter and not as good. It wouldn't even be nominated. Did you see what Square Enix is doing? They're not just doing a remake, it's reimagining and reinventing of Final Fantasy VII with deeper and more complex narrative. Is that not what Silent Hill 2 was doing? Is this guy insane? They even add some quantum physical element to the writing, whilst Bloober just remade Silent Hill 2 with modern tech, and that's it. Did this guy even play that game? And then I said, you were severely underestimating how much work went into the Silent Hill 2 remake. It was definitely a lot more than Elden Ring DLC, because Elden Ring DLC was building off an existing game, and Silent Hill 2 was built from the ground up. I thought you were John Law. They had to completely redesign the gameplay formula, change the layout of areas, alter enemy behavior slightly, and make new puzzles. Not a single texture was reused, the soundtrack and ambience was all reimagined with new events as well happening in the world. The story may be the same, but a lot of work has gone into a game like Silent Hill 2, unlike the Elden Ring DLC, not to discredit the work they did. They also had half the community harassing them and Konami making them put out footage before it was ready. It's a miracle that the game was even good, let alone as awesome as it actually is. Also, I'm Australian, no biases for where they are located. And then they said, if any textures were reused, if ambience and soundtracks was not reimagined, it wouldn't be a remake. It's basically a remaster, no? I'm not understanding. It's a lot of rough work, but then what? People be bitching about how hard they work all the time. We players should not only care, should not care at all. It's their job. It's what they signed up for. They were harassed a lot during dead time, but does that mean that they should be handed an award for it? So this guy just doesn't care that people are getting harassed and have a hard time have jobs. Maybe I'm wrong about ER DLC, but still your point for Silent Hill 2 Remake is wrong. 80 to 90% of the work is already done work. They can't win an award with their own work, so they should try it with a remake of someone else's masterpiece and get an award with it. Bloober is so amazing, why people not even mention or remember Medium. It's not that people don't remember or mention it, it's that Bloober is a small company. So they're like, does he forget Layers of Fear gets mentioned all the time? Layers of Fear is pretty big. Their previous titles, most people don't even know about what they've done, to be honest. A lot of people know Layers of Fear. And then I said, I said like 10% of what was done, I said more like 10% was done, and they had 80% to do. Your logic is all over the place. You're starting to contradict yourself, and I was definitely not saying that working hard was all it took to get the award. Okay, I'll read this last one, because this is the last one they said, then I'll go back to reading your chats. And then he said, this is the last thing he said, I have not read this yet. Well, it's clear that you're not giving respect to the source material. It's not, on its own, the greatest post-medium artworks out there. People are still referencing Silent Hill 2 original whenever they're talking about the remake. The original is itself the most of the work. Remake is just glazing over the top, and that's it. Yeah, they did an amazing job, and what? It's never Game of the Year, even if it's nominated. Imagine yourself being awarded for someone else's work. It shouldn't even feel worth. My logic is simple. No way you're being rewarded by working on someone else's work. I don't... What should I respond with? You get to say the response. I'll quickly... while you think of something I should say back, I'm going to read what I missed. It would be, but to be fair, you could say the same about RDR2, like, was AC now. But in RDR2, they've already set up the existence of North Elizabeth, with Sean explaining how he met Dutch there. UFO. Psst. I thought you were John, though. So I imagine the new locations in RDR2 would be Cresneshaw Hills, where Dutch met Micah, and North Elizabeth, which just makes sense. RDR3. I understand. And do you think Red Dead Revolver and Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2 are in the same universe? I think they are. Crenshaw would be perfect because the Grizzlies is in Small Mountain. Shut up, you deplorable excuse for your humor. This is what you should say. I'm not saying that. That is so rude. We're just talking about a video game, mate. I don't get what he's going on about how I'm not, I'm like being mean to the original game or whatever. Because I'm talking about the remake, why would I bring up the original when talking about specifically the remake only and not its correlation to the original? Wait, can that MWAN Sea of Colorado is connected to RDR Revolver? You can find Red Harlow's house in Red Dead 1 or 2, I forget which one. It might be both, actually. I don't remember. You can find Red Harlow's house in Red Dead Redemption, though.
This is getting worse. We turn back.
Red Dead Revolver is not connected to RDR2.
We're almost there.
You can find the locations, though.
I know, girl. I know. Keep going.
I think they've said, like, oh, it's not connected, but you can find one of those house. You can find Red Harlow's house. Like, see.
Dina, where are you? Ellie, thank God. Come on, this way. Where are we going? Just trust me.
I'm not going to harp on this, so I'm just going to ask one more time, because I will focus on the game again, I promise. But, just one more chance. Anybody think, what's the response I should give that guy after everything I read out? And that's the last time I proposed the question. If nobody cares, I'll just stop bringing it up, because it's not that funny. If no one actually wants to interact with it. It's funny if people do. That last guy's comment was pretty funny. I'm not writing that, though. It's quite explained that the story of Red Harlow does exist in the same capacity, but it was passed around by so many people that it's not the same. Yeah,
You been
yeah.
here?
Misheard, ha ha ha.
Never came inside.
Which also explains why there's people using magic in it.
Let's make sure it's clear.
Actually, yeah, that makes so much sense. I'm so happy that you actually brought that to my attention, because I've always been so confused about the magic elements in Revolver. Throws me off every time I see it. And then, I think, because I like the direction they went with the Strange Man, to be honest. Because the Strange Man is sort of like mystical.
What's going on here?
CR07, ha ha ha. I don't get
All
it.
this electronic stuff?
Wait, can
This
John
has to be
beat Harlow?
Eugene's.
Can John Marston beat Red Harlow?
Huh.
Hell no.
Definitely Eugene's place. He was a firefly?
Just possibly explains why there's locations resembling locations in the Revolver and other games.
I had no idea.
Yeah. They got into some real dark shit.
I think that Red Harlow's house that you can find in the other
He
Red
said he
Dead
blew up a
games. I think
checkpoint
it's really
at
his
Denver
house.
2Z,
I think it actually is his
killed
house.
3 soldiers.
I think that's like there's elements that are
and 2
true and
civilians.
elements that are not. Like it's true when he's like, Red Harlow is a boy, watch his daddy die,
also told
and then
me
it just
that
loses. Then they go
he
off the
and
rails like,
Tommy
there's this
slid
magic
towards some
guy
big
with
federal
green and
general.
it was glowing and.
I don't know. I don't buy
And a
that.
man with a mustache was fighting this,
He could do worse.
this wizard guy.
What do you mean?
I forget. I'm sorry.
Angel
Can you tell that I don't
Did a
remember
lot to survive
heaps
after
of
the outbreak.
Revolver very well? I remember the dude you play as. I think he has a mustache. He has a mustache, doesn't he? Does he have a mustache? I actually think John could win. I do not think John has a chance against Red Harlow. I honestly think that if Red Harlow was hunting down the Van der Linde gang, he'd put them all away.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, wow. Impressive workbench, Eugene. I bet you could mod your gun with this gear.
I bet you can mod your gun with this gear. Do I look like I need to mod my guns with this gear? Don't give me that look. You just because I'm right and you're wrong.
Oh, hello. Ellie, look at the floor. There's more stuff down there.
Can Judge Holden kill Red
See a way
Harlow?
down?
I forget who Judge Holden is. I'm going to be completely honest.
Not here.
John pulling up with the exploding rifle. True.
Come on.
What's he got down here?
Well, it's obviously a sex den. That's why he didn't tell you about it.
I hope it's a sex den. For his sake. He was so lonely, man.
Oh my god. It's weed.
That's a lot of dead weed.
I thought it's all about who gets the headshot first. Yeah. I've said this once, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. The only time Arthur Morgan doesn't beat other characters is if he misses the first shot. If Arthur Morgan lands the first shot, he's always the winner, in my opinion, because he's like the best quick draw out of the Van der Linde gang, isn't he? Not necessarily you'd say they'd be dueling. Yeah, that's what I mean. If they're dueling, Arthur Morgan would win. Not to mention Undead Nightmares, John. Oh wait, that's the mask.
Oh.
Where's the patrol? Because I speak to myself.
Okay. Where are they? Great. Infected.
Yeah, just let him know you're here, why don't you, Abby?
Oh my god.
Don't let him know you're here. Can Max Payne kill Arthur Morgan? Yes. Of course Max Payne would kill Arthur Morgan. In-game Max Payne knows, at least. Also because Red Harlow isn't exactly the same as where the stories... I'm sorry, I'll read that in a second. I'm in a high-intensity situation. Depends on the weapon.
Just keep going.
No, because Max Payne's like proficient with all weapons, and he has modern weapons. If we're giving characters modern weapons as well, let's just say they have the same skill with modern weapons, and like we give Arthur Morgan modern weapons as well, I still think Max Payne wins.
Okay, up this way.
I don't know why I always do this. Also because Red Harlow isn't exactly the same as we hear in the stories, it's likely somehow his feats might not even be true. Don't discredit Red Harlow.
Okay, they're here.
When you get to hell, tell Red Harlow sent you. That edit of Uncle is so funny. I still can't believe there's people who genuinely live or die by the fact that they're like, Uncle is Red Harlow. It's physically not even possible. Oh, they just manifested a being. We need to stay clear of that infected. There it is. I saw in a comment the other day, they're like, somebody was like, until they confirm it in a game, I'm gonna believe that Red Harlow is Uncle. And everybody in the comment replies it's just making fun of him.
Through here!
I think it might have been bait. I don't know. I responded to it. I was the first response to it. Wait, Max Payne versus Red Harlow. That one?
You okay?
Yeah.
Where the hell they all
I'd say...
Don't matter. What does is where we going?
That's a difficult one. I'd say Max Payne just edges it. I don't know. I don't know who I'd say is better. Who would win, I mean. No more shopping bullets. Bullets!
Damn it! That door ain't gonna hold for long. We need to hurry. Up there, the window! That's our way out! You see a way up there? Here, use this! Hey, girl!
I'm trying to use it.
Push it up onto the cart!
Oh, it's hot trying. I've been playing for like over an hour.
Get inside! I'll get the gauntlet to the window! You two keep those...
Have you ever played Hitman games? Yes, of course I have. They're fun. Ouch! Ouch!
Come on, God.
Oh, move. I hear a quick up.
Get this thing off of me! Help me with this thing!
Oh, I'm gonna die. Please don't die. Run.
I got it! Just keep those infected!
If I die, I'm gonna destroy.
Just need another minute!
Another minute. Tommy, I don't have another second. Ah! Yes, Joel. Joel's under there. Joel, what are you doing?
Almost there!
Tommy!
I got it! Come on!
No, do not do this to me. Do not do this to me. That's what that killed me once before. Her not jumping on it, she just jumps around it.
They're close to us!
Where are we going?
It's this way! Come on!
Everywhere.
Don't stop! Head for those doors! Through here, let's go!
Now the real question is who wins in a fight, Max Payne or Aiden Pierce? Now that's a challenging question.
Hey, I'm Tommy. That's Joel. What's your name?
Abby.
Oh, this is cutscene. I'm so dumb. No record. I don't need to see that.
Joel! Tommy!
I don't know nothing about Mr. Aiden. You tell me some of his feats. Taking down the biggest crime club in Chicago. Taking down one of the biggest gangs in Chicago. He's basically if Max Payne was a hacker and also a vigilante instead of a police officer.
Please be okay.
He's also getting revenge for his
Joel!
niece being
Tommy!
killed. He takes down. If you're fast enough, he takes down one of the biggest hackers in Chicago. He blacked out the entirety of Chicago. Like he did a hack that blacked it out. So he is also a good shot. I guess you could say that.
Joel? Tommy?
Where is that coming from?
I got a Molotov. Don't worry, Joel. I'll save you. I forget where to go, but I didn't watch the video, but I remember seeing a thing where someone was like, this is how you save Joel in The Last of Us 2, and they just started shooting the door handle like 22 times with every gun they had, and then they click to open the door, and then it cuts to the scene at the end of the game where they're talking to each other. I'm gonna play first Watch Dogs just to find out. You should. I don't. The first Watch Dogs is the best one. 2 is a good game, but it should not have been called Watch Dogs 2, and Legion, the DLC is good, but the rest of the game sucks. The online is okay, I guess. Shut up, Dino. Shut up. Snow. Shut up, trees.
I couldn't get
Shut
the
up,
horses.
Dino.
Looks like Tommy took one. Now Maria's got the stables locked down.
Fucking Tommy.
Steve, what do you think about Joel's
Figure
there?
something else out on the way. A car or a horse or something.
Okay.
How could you say
This
such
game
a
is,
thing?
a lot harder.
Then it's gonna be harder.
You can still change your mind, you know?
What if Max Payne was somehow in The
I
Last
know.
of Us?
Just don't want you to feel like you have to.
He'd be not dead, that's for sure. If Max Payne was in The Last of Us, the infected would run away from him.
You go. I go. End of story.
They'd be like, it's Payne, whack him. They'd learn how to talk again just so they could shout, it's Payne, whack him.
You need to get your backpack.
I hid it by the east gates. I figured we'd want to slip out that way.
There's a moth in my room. Is this a sign that I'm supposed to be playing The Last of Us at this very moment? Oh, the game is so good. I can't wait to get to Abby's. Please, I really hope I don't die on this section, because if I get to Abby's section, I'm allowed to put it back to the quality mode, and we can look at the game in all its glory. So let's hope I don't die. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Do you think there's anyone who ever, like, if Joel Miller was a real person, do you think there'd be people who called him Joe? Hey, Joe.
Hey.
No, it's okay.
I can go get
It's
it.
okay, doctor. I can perform the surgery.
I want to do it.
I had some booze to keep my hands steady. That's a Laser Fear reference to that guy who said no one remembers their games.
Come on.
Max Payne was to open a door on the room where Joel was being killed. Would he have shoot, dodged, killed everybody? Probably.
I'll hang out down here.
He would have stopped their death. Max Payne would not have been taken out as easy as Ellie was. He would have kicked down the door, dive through the air, with his shotgun, shoot all of them once, and they all go down. Joel Miller's still alive. Max Payne saves the day. Ellie, why aren't you as cool as Max Payne? my back. Yes, yes, this is all very heartbreaking, but we gotta move.
Ellie, can you come down here?
Everything okay?
Yeah, just come on down.
This game is so. This game looks so good. I can never get over how good this. I'm a sucker for a good beam of light and a glow. That Life is Strange, Last of Us aesthetic, Alan Wake aesthetic, Twin Peaks aesthetic type games get me every time. The golden hour shots.
So how lost are we?
We're not.
Uh-huh.
Hey, have a little faith.
Ye have little faith.
What about those crazy cannibals you said you and Joel ran into? They came after you guys once. Maybe these WLFs are connected to them.
No. Didn't seem like the same group.
Max Payne is
Maybe
too
those black
overpowered. He
market
killed
smugglers back in Boston?
almost all
Dana,
the brilliant police department, a
crossed a lot
different
of
type
people.
of police all by
Don't see the
himself.
point in guessing.
He is
Okay. At least until
the
we find out more
legend,
information.
the best. Yeah. I haven't finished watching the playthrough of Max Payne 3 I was watching. The only Max Payne that I played through myself was Max Payne 1, because I don't have a way to play Max Payne 2 or 3, to be honest, because my PC is not a PC, it's a laptop, so it wouldn't run it. But Max Payne 2 is good, but it's just too much of Max Payne 1 again, to be honest. And then Max Payne 3, so far I'm not really liking it. We'll see though when I get to the end, but in my opinion so far it should have been not a Max Payne game.
Ellie, cars.
Yeah, I'm getting close.
And Max
Like
does
keeping an
does
eye out.
not feel like Max Payne.
Yeah.
He feels like, well, he feels like a Rockstar character, quite frankly. Someone clip. Clip what? What did I do? What did I do?
Here we go.
Guess I was wrong. Turns out you do know where you're going.
Shut you in right now of this game that I'm currently playing, Seattle
seems
Day 1.
quiet.
If we're talking about Max Payne 3, I don't know.
Think about how well we hide our lookouts.
I'm just sort of watching
I
it.
know.
I wasn't really paying attention
That's
to the
what
chapters.
scares me.
Max is dumbed down in 3. Definitely is. He does not feel like Max Payne. He feels like a Rockstar rewrote him to fit their characters, is how I feel. It feels so forced that he wouldn't be a police officer.
Whoa, is that the QZ?
Yep. Watch the high spots.
Looks like there's some cracks up there, in the wall, up above.
I know, Dina. I've played this game so many times.
Anything good in there?
Found an old tourist map.
Well, that's something.
Fun fact, if you don't pick up that map, it literally follows you throughout every area until you pick it up, and if you just never pick it up, Ellie magically has it. Which, to be fair, it doesn't really break the game in my opinion, because you could just say, oh, she had a map of Seattle prepared. There's nothing. This game's like 15 hours long and I'm an hour in. Oh my god.
Dina, hey, help me up here.
Let me quickly Google what the what's the fastest time you can beat The Last of Us Part 2?
I'll keep an eye out. Just see if you can get the gate open from the other
The
side.
fastest time to beat
Sounds
The Last
good.
of Us Part 2 granted without any glitches is 4 hours. Sounds manageable. See-a-dib-a-dib-a-dib-a-dib-a-dib. Although I'm playing on Permadeath, so maybe less manageable. If I fell and died, I would have just cried. No, I wouldn't have, but still, that would have been devastating. Ellie? Ellie. Not my phone battery is going on 20%. Still charging my controller.
Ellie? I'm good. Just almost died.
My friend keeps sending me Rob read-off videos where he's making brain rot sounds, and same with the rest of the RDR2 people, and it's killing me. I keep seeing this stupid clip of Rob Weedoff saying, hey, look at this, and he shows you his pants, and then he looks back at you and says, I can't even say it. I think my favourite reaction is though is the dude who plays Dutch. He kept getting asked to say dumb stuff. He got asked, he's like, no, I'm not saying what the Sigma, what is wrong with you? And then he was talking to the guy who plays Micah and he just said it straight away. I think the funniest part about this is because all the RDR characters sound exactly like the people they are playing in the game. So it's like,
Okay, wonder when this is ready.
It's kind of funny sometimes, but
Center
usually it's
Dana
not, and I
base.
just want to die.
That's something. Now that's a generator.
It's not connected to anything. Oh. Oh. Oh wait, the phone, there's stuff up here. Oh wait, hang on. Maybe I should have just left it where I had it. Maybe I'm kind of stupid. I'm not coming over you, Dina. I don't care enough. Ellie. Oh my god. You serious? You serious? Whoops. What gate is this again? Main gate. I'm looking at the... what the hell? 051.
Yes.
Well done!
Shit.
Hey, come on. Let's get out of here. That crash was pretty loud.
I'm like Spider-Man, you could say. Check this out. Look, I'm Spider-Man. Check it out, Dina. I'm Spider-Man because I'm crouching and stuff. Gonna get hanged?
I found a note back there. Had some codes on it. It says there's a WLF safe house at some place called Saravina Base.
Saravina. So we find it?
Hopefully we find our first WLF. Get them to talk. Oh shit, look. Saravina Hotel.
That's gotta be it.
Really, Dina?
Okay. Let's find a way past this, Frederick gate.
Okay, here we go. It's out of gas.
God damn it. Well, what do we do now?
Oh shit.
Improvise.
What?
The note mentioned that there's gas in the courthouse garage and the dome.
Alright. Courthouse garage and the dome. So what's the plan for finding these places?
We ride around and see what we see. So, where are we?
Pretty sure we're here.
Ah, nice. I'll mark it up as we go.
What the hell happened out here?
On at the bank, and then I'll make a
I'm guessing the
policy.
military bombed the shit out of this place.
Why would they do that?
They would sometimes destroy parts of the city that were lost to the
I'm
infected.
gonna risk it for the biscuit. I need
Or
that shotgun.
rebels.
Shells.
That seems like overkill.
Well, it usually worked.
On the infected or the rebels?
Both.
Shit.
Believe me. You're lucky you didn't grow up in a QZ.
I'm starting to get that impression.
Okay. Oh, it's not that deep. I'm only going to try to use the bow. I don't want to waste anything. Oh.
That fucking body
Stop moving. switch this to this just in case, but I'm not going to use it, I don't think. I can't make arrows come out. Need that arrow. No! That was my last one.
Ellie! Help!
No, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. Thanks, buddy. No, listen, mode, I forgot. Don't see me. Oh no. Oh my god. 15. Dino, you're making my life real difficult right now. Crash.
Let's go!
Okay. I want to try to not use my bullets. Why are you painting? That was not the same, was I? Dina, move! Oh my god, Dina! Having a partner is making doing this so much harder. Yep, come at me. Come at me. Dina, shoot him. Keep shooting, Dina. Okay, that one's gonna shoot at me, so I'm gonna dip. Nah, Dina, you're not out. You're not out yet. You're gonna keep shooting. Okay, that's one. Is that one to go or two to go? I think it's two, but I could be wrong. You go. Is there 2 there? What? I'm not risking that. Tina. Is that all of them?
Okay. That's all of them.
Okay.
What's with the
Good.
body armor? They don't look like soldiers.
Yeah. Not sure.
Okay. Oh, my arrow.
Where are we?
You think this is the bank?
Looks like a bank.
Ooh, fancy schmancy.
This went a lot better than it did the last time I tried this.
Here we go.
What's the... I don't care, I'm just gonna go through all of the numbers. Oh, I'm just gonna Google it. What is the vault code in Last of Us 2? The vault code is 602306.
Got it.
Give me a bullet. A shell, I should say.
Look at all this money. The bag's full.
If we were back in the old world, whew, we'd be rich.
I just wanted that shotgun shell, so I'm out. Crap, I forgot. Oh no. He heard me. He heard me pull the bowstring? Give me the arrow! Oh my god. So at least the only thing that was wasted was an arrow, I guess.
I think we're done with this place.
Agreed.
What? Headshot though.
Hey, if you lived in the old world, what would you buy with all that money?
I don't know.
But you can get a farmhouse now.
Okay. What would you get?
A space shuttle.
Oh, that's right. Your astronaut thing.
Hey, it's cooler than a farmhouse.
Farmhouse is way more practical.
Ooh.
That place was crazy.
Alright, let's find that gas.
No, I'm just gonna go in here. I'm just gonna go straight in here.
Ration distribution center.
In Boston, we'd line up for blocks. And the food sucked.
I'd go crazy.
Some people did. Come on, let's find a way in.
You know what I think we should get in the next Last of Us game? A suppressed rifle.
Right, I got you.
Instead of like a suppressed pistol. Or I guess they could keep that, but instead of like a suppressed SMG, a suppressed rifle. I'd rather that, to be honest.
Watch it!
What the hell? What the hell? I'm almost dead, I think.
I think we dropped all of them.
Do you know, I'd
Looks
like a
that
med
way.
kit. I'm definitely getting spotted, there's no way around it. It didn't... Are you serious? Are you serious? This was kind of my fault, I'll be honest. I should have made sure it was stunned. What time is it? 10:43. I might end this one here just because, you know, I kind of want to eat my tea and stuff. So, yeah. I was planning on doing this for longer, but I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.